Hello, beautiful divine one. Hello. We have many in our family of light here on YouTube and all the other spaces that I connect with who are mediums. So they actually have the ability to communicate with individuals who are no longer in the physical plane, but they have transitioned on to the next space of their journey, their conscious expansion, and yet they may want to communicate with their loved ones that they transitioned out of that line with. And in many times, these individuals are coming in to these mediums to communicate with their loved ones, to assist their loved ones, because their loved ones are struggling in some way. So many times it is a beautiful gift of source, God, creator space that has set the system up this way that it is able to unfold as it does. My daughter is a medium, and she has been one since she was about 8 years old, and she has been able to see and hear beyond what we consider the physical space. She speaks to guides. Her guide, she has had a guide with her since the very beginning. I have beautiful birds outside my window right now soaring, so apologize for me looking up, but had to make note of them. Big, big, beautiful birds soaring out there. Thank you, divine ones. I love animal energy as well. There's a book out called The Law of One, Raw Material, RA. Read it a long time ago, many years ago. And that actually gives a really good explanation of all that those individuals went through, because it's a channeled book. So all the information was channeled through a woman. And there were, I think, two men working with her, taking the dictation down of what she was channeling in and helping facilitate the space. That was what I found so fascinating, because this book is rather old. I believe it might be 60s, 70s. In the book, they explain how they had to set up the space a certain way so that the vibration of the space would assist in how they were able to connect, how she was able to connect. And I always thought that was so fascinating when I first started connecting the dots of our beings and how we are energy and how we are a part of the field and how we are this consciousness that is ever expanding as it experiences itself. I thought that was fascinating because they were bringing in the concept of the space itself as well. And it does, everything factors in. It's all energy. Everything factors in. Why do I want to talk about there being a difference between channeling and remembering? Because I believe with everything in me, and the work I do has solidified my beliefs, because I work with people all over the planet and I have one confirmation, one space after another with evidence of what I'm saying. So I have a lot of evidence of what I'm saying. I have a lot of documentation happening in real life, real time, if you will, of what I'm saying here. Many of you are shifting vibrationally. Your energy, your very core being is shifting into another vibration of itself because of what you are understanding, what you are healing, what you are clearing, what you are allowing yourselves to contemplate, as in open-mindedly moving into the next space of you. And so as you're doing that, you're changing your vibration, because every space of your thoughts and your feelings and your belief structures is vibrating energy. And so as you change and shift those spaces, your vibrating energy changes and shifts. And as this is happening for you, for all these beautiful beings on the planet that are doing this, you are hearing more of your wholeness, your God space, your truth, your connectivity to these higher spaces of yourself, if you will, these spaces of your consciousness that are and have a knowing within them to assist you. So that is, if you want to call it channeling, you just need to add on, if you would, you're channeling yourself. You're channeling your higher self, you're channeling you. But I'd love for us to entertain those who feel aligned with it. No one has to do anything. This is my belief structure. You have your own. That's how it should be. But I think it would be very beneficial for us if we were to move into a space of ourselves where we allow that understanding, we entertain the understanding, we nurture the understanding that we are remembering. We are remembering. There's an energetic strength in the vibration of that structured sentence, if you will. We are remembering. It shows that it allows that the being see itself as moving into a space of itself where it understands itself as itself. It's no longer seeking outside itself in that particular space, and maybe in all spaces. So that is why I have asked for you to entertain the word remembering. Now, if you were speaking to a past loved one to bring forth an understanding for yourself or a client or a family member, then you're not remembering. That's not you. You're channeling, you're sharing the information that you're getting from them with that which they choose to give the information to, because you have in your own being anchored into a vibrational space of yourself where that sense, that sacred ability, that sacred gift has come online. It has expanded, it has opened up. Everybody has these gifts. Everybody has these gifts. Some may feel very drawn to mediumship and sharing these messages. And I have many clients who it's just, they are opening right up and they are just moving into these spaces of themselves where it's happening. They're not even necessarily looking for it or trying, but as they have healed their being, because that's the whole process here with consciousness. Prior to this life, after this life, the whole process is healing one's being, meaning getting to know your being. And the spaces of you that are seeking your love, giving them that love, giving you that love. And when that happens, a new space of you opens because of that beauty, that healing, that love, that fertile space of you, if you will, birthing a new space of you. It's like, sometimes I use this when my kids would want to get new clothes. I would always say, go through your closets and go and take out anything that just doesn't fit anymore, or you don't like wearing anymore, it's not your style anymore, and weed out the clothing you aren't really into anymore, that doesn't work for you anymore. Make a pile and we'll give that away, and then you can go and we'll get some new things. And for me, that's such a simple but profound way to look at our own beings and the expansion of our consciousness. That's how it works. It's all energy. And the energy spaces within your being, within your memories, within your thought processes, within your belief structures, within your personality traits, within your behaviors, the energy within those spaces is like all these different pieces of clothing in your closet. And some of those pieces of clothing don't fit you anymore. They don't fit you. They're either too tight or they're too big because they hang wrong, or they're not your color, or the fabric feels funny, or you're not into that style anymore, but they just aren't you anymore. That's how it works with spaces of the being. And so we can, through meditation and energy sessions, contemplative depth of understanding of the being in that level, go in and weed out the energy that does not align for you anymore and grant it a space in which it can be seen, gratitude for that which it brings to you wisdom-wise, love for it to offer healing and clearing, release of it, and move into the next space of you. Go get new clothes. Align that new energy that is you. So as you do this process, you will hear more of you. You will remember more of you. You will have unbelievable understandings about the universe, about consciousness, about your energy body, about the human body, about the earth, about dimensions, about realities. You'll have all of this understanding flooding in as you make space for it to come to. So as you make space for it, it then comes. And that's you remembering you. So I offer this with the greatest degree of love and support and encouragement to just trust yourselves, lean in, allow you. Allow you. You are incredibly beautiful, powerful, divine, light, remembering itself, dropping programmed behavioral spaces that never really truly served. You are worthy. You are worthy. You are worthy. Unending blessings upon you, Divine One. Unending